Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your May soul session. I am Marlo. If you're new and if you're family, welcome back, my friend. So we're going to go ahead and jump into you guys' cards for the month of May to see what is going on with my beautiful Virgos. Oh, that's two cards. Okay, that's what we're doing. All right. All right, let's see what is going on with my Virgos. First two cards that we have, interesting. We have Justice and we have the Star in the reverse. So that's Aquarius energy and that is Libra energy. I said in you guys' tarot teaser that it would be important for you guys to watch both Libra and Leo. So if you have some time, most certainly check that out. I will be sure to link that and I'm going to write it down so I remember. But be sure to check that out. I'll link it. But what it's looking like to me, my beautiful Virgos, coming into the month of May, there is a karmic balance. And 9 times out of 10, much like I said in you guys' teaser, is this is speaking of this eclipse energy. So there's something in you guys' life. It could very much be a betrayal. It could be, losing someone or having to cut someone off. But I feel whoever this was or whatever this was, it was causing Virgo to be unbalanced. Like it wasn't a positive influence on your life. And it was more or less causing you guys to act out of alignment with yourself. So this could be something like a friend that you always argue with, right? Where, you can never get a word in edgewise, they're always right, you're always wrong. And it's coming to a place of like frustration with that. But it being your friend, this is hypothetical, it being your friend and you not wanting to cut them off. But I feel somewhere around the week of the solar eclipse, which was the last week of April, and the eclipse was on the 30th of April, I believe there was something in you guys' life that got cut out. And I feel that there's a sense of regret about it or sadness. I mean, it could simply be, like I said, in you guys' overall energy, a sense of betrayal, because even though you were uncomfortable, it's kind of feeling like, dang, I felt uncomfortable being friends with you or working with you or dating you or whatever, or felt like I was self-compromising, but you decided to cut me off. And it's like, I put up with so much stuff, to make you happy or to keep the peace. And then this person cuts ties with you. But whatever the case, I feel it's something or someone that was phased out of you guys' life. But the reason why this something or someone was phased out is because either there was a karmic cycle between the two of you, meaning this could have been like a karmic partner, so a person you were supposed to learn a valuable life lesson from, or whoever this person was influencing you to not stand in your light. So even if this is a person who was kind of overshadowing you in a sense, it's like this person being removed is giving you the opportunity to step into your full power. But I do feel this energy of almost like a somber kind of sadness with this. And I feel it's more or less that you guys aren't necessarily seeing it from the perspective of this having been removed for your betterment. It's either blaming yourself for this person exiting or, losing the job or whatever, and not really seeing it as the scales balancing themselves. Because and of course, in time, it would take a person time, because if this is fresh and new, we just got in May. If this is fresh and new, it's kind of difficult to see it from that perspective. But I feel the reason why it's coming out this way is so that you guys can see it for what it is. This being removed was for your betterment. Next, I cannot talk. Mercury retrograde. We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Then we have the Ten of Cups in the reverse. That's very much the energy that I was picking up on. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, the Five of Wands in the reverse, and then we have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. And I'm glad to see that there. So what this is looking like, my wonderful, wonderful Virgos. I almost called y'all Libra. With this Ace of Swords in the reverse, there's a need for a mental breakthrough here. And I believe this mental breakthrough is a shift in perspective. So literally, and I won't bore you with saying the same thing all over again that I just said, but it's literally how it is that you're perceiving this situation or this thing that fell apart. Because the other thing that I'm hearing is, for some of you, if this was like a romantic relationship, it's like this perspective of this being like your last shot or your last chance. And that isn't true, but it's a perspective, right? It's perceiving this person that you were in a relationship with as like your last chance to be married or your last chance to be in a commitment type of deal. But again, with this Ace of Swords in the reverse, this less than stellar perspective on the situation, or perceiving it pessimistically, or if we go with the traditional version of the star in the reverse, it's like a loss of faith or a loss of hope that things will ever work out in your favor with this being paired with justice. It's more or less that skewed perspective is what's causing you to feel this, 10 of cups in the reverse, the 10 of pentacles in the reverse, and this 5 of wands in the reverse, which would be inner conflict, because it's more or less you guys seeing it as a loss of your chance. It's whatever this is, whether it's a relationship, job, or what have you, it's how you're perceiving it, where you're not seeing this as a blessing in disguise that's getting you in alignment for what's actually for you. And this is not energy that you're in, right? Because you guys who know the is not is paradigm, you know that the universe likes to fill voids. So whenever we're calling something into our life, or it's just karmically the time for us to come into alignment with our path or our person or what have you, the universe can't fill a void if there isn't a void there. So if you're with a person that isn't your, forever person, if you're at a job that isn't your ideal job, right? It's like there's no void to fill and you're stuck in that energy. So I feel whatever this is that was removed from you guys, it was solely to create the is not so that your is can manifest. But it's this inner conflict that's rooting from how it is that you're perceiving it. And much like I said in you guys' teaser, I'm fully aware that that's easier said than done. Totally get it. But I feel the position you guys are in is the same position that all of us have been in for the entire month of May, like the entire collective, all 12 signs. All of us are in this position where something upsetting is happening, something completely unexpected or chaotic is happening. And what spirit is calling us to do, it's almost like, the teacher is quiet during the test. This is one of those situations where we need to practically apply what it is that we learned. If we were to look at it as a date range, this test started April 30th, and the test is going to be over May 15th, right? So in this period, this 2-week period, is when we're being asked to fight for ourselves, to stand for what we believe in, very much of a seven of wands kind of energy. So we're being asked to, walk by faith and not by sight, to trust and believe that what we've put time, energy, and effort in is going to work out, to believe that even though the person who we thought was our forever person walked out of our lives, that there's a chance that someone else can come into our lives and we actually can be happy. That if you lost the job that you thought at one point in time was your dream job, that there actually is something better for you, out there, and that it's going to come to you, right? But if we don't stand firm in that and fight through this darkness or this oppositional energy, we end up becoming it. We end up getting sucked into it, and we start manifesting more of that into our lives, right? So this is all about you guys taking a stance. I like to see the 5 of wands in the reverse because most of you guys know I call it my Petty LaBelle card. And with the 5 of wands, when it's upright, it's typically us projecting on to other people. So it's like the conflict that's in us, or the uneasiness or the insecurities we feel within ourselves. We have a tendency to project that onto other people. So it's a positive with this being in the reverse, because it's saying that with there being a need for a perspective shift with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, and that being helped up by the 5 of wands, it's saying that it's within your power to shift this perspective, right? The only reason why there's a conflict is because you have, 2 feet in 2 different places, right? There's a part of you who wants to hope and believe, and then there's a part of you who's lost hope entirely. So this brings us back to this, big energetic crossroads everyone's at. You have to pick a side. Either you're going to choose to be hopeless and faithless and allow your life to matriculate down that path, or you can choose to have hope and faith in what could be a seemingly very hurtful or impossible situation. And with this 4 of Pentacles in the reverse, the 4 of Pentacles for me, for the last 2 months, is taken on a whole nother meaning, in the sense of looking at this upright. It's talking about maintaining the status quo. And with this being in reverse, it's about you guys releasing yourself from that status quo. This status quo is this inner conflict, believing that you won't ever be happy. So the scales that are being balanced for you guys in the month of May, Virgo, are all about you guys leaving this old path behind and to cut ties with maintaining the status quo of believing that things are never going to work out in your favor, because they literally are in a way you could not ever possibly fathom, my friend. And we will talk more about that in you guys extended, because I'm going to go over to my network and Vimeo and Patreon and all the places that I'm at to finish playing out you guys cards to give you more insights and advice on what is going on with you guys in this particular month of May. So if you're about that life, follow me on over there. But if not, I still love your freaking face, and I will see you guys sooner than later, my friends.